Oh my gosh. My immediate thought is they're about to start shooting. That's it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Kai and I'm back with another video. As you can see by the title, today's video is going to be another story time. Today's story time will be about the time that I went to the nail shop and I went to the nail shop one way and I left a completely different way. But let's get into it. First and foremost, if you're new here, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. You know, hop on this train. If you're returning, if you're loyal, if you've been here before and you're back again, you know I love you. You know I love you. Yeah, don't play with it. But yeah, y'all know, do all the, you know, we don't even gotta get into all that. Let's get into the story. Okay, so this story takes place sometime when I was in high school. I can't tell y'all if it was, I want to say it was like 11th or 12th grade year. I think that's when I started like driving. But, oh my God, it was so ghetto. Okay, so I originally went to this one nail salon. I used to get my nails done at the salon, but I started getting them done at my homegirl house. This girl that went to my school and stuff, because she does good nails and she doesn't charge prices that are through the roof. Like, you know, you go to the salon and try to get an ombre acrylic and they just gonna charge you $200 off bat. They don't even include the toe polish, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just wasn't giving that. So I started getting my, you know, kitchen sink nails. You know, everything kitchen sink be good. Like all the ghetto stuff, it be hitting, except for this nail salon. So I used to go to this salon called, I don't know if I want to say the name. I went to this nail salon called Queen Nails. They did me right every time. Like toe, I used to go there, get my toes polished and stuff like that. I don't know if this was the time before I started getting my nails done by old girl, or if I was still getting my nails done in the salon, because I know that when this story took place, I was getting my nails done. So I don't know if like she was booked up and I needed a fill or something, but that's what I'm going to go with, because that just seems like the most realistic, because I've been going to her for years. So let's get into it. I went to Queen to go get my fill or whatever, my fill and my, you know, toe polish or whatever. They were closed. I think that's when they had started closing on like Mondays or something dumb to where like I didn't think they was gonna be closed. And they normally be open on Sundays. Like the reason I started going to them was because they were always open on Sundays, and a lot of nail salons used to be closed on Sundays. So I started going to them because they were open on Sundays, and I think I had pulled up either a Sunday or a Monday and they were closed, and I was like, why would y'all do that? Directly across the street there was a Snow Nails and a City Trends. If you know what area I'm talking about, then you know. If you know that there's a City Trends in that area, you already know it's the ghetto area. Let's just cut that. Let's just, you know, put that out there now. So I ain't had no problem with it. I've been to Snow before and I just didn't like their work. Like their work just wasn't up to par for me. Like I just didn't like it. Like even if I just go to get my toes polished, it's just like, you didn't do my toes with love. Like you didn't put your elbow into it. You know what I mean? Like you didn't give it your best, you give it your all. You didn't work for anything. You didn't try to work for no tip. And that's always the kind of service I got when I went to Queen. So I was like, dang, they're closed. And one thing about me, if my nails not done, okay, but like I need my toes to stay done. That's just me. So I was like, okay, but if I'm about to get my toes done, I might as well just get a feel. So I went to go get my toes done, a little polish change, and you know, got my toes done. So after that, I want to say I got my fill, and I sat in the first chair. Like, okay, so Y'all a visual. And I'm sitting in the first chair. So like you walk in, I'm sitting in the chair right here. There's chairs going down this way with nails. And then the row here is where all the nails are at. The row back here is where all like the seats are at for like pedicures and stuff like that. Y'all a visual. So essentially there's an aisle in between the nails and the toes. So I go in, I'm telling what I want, polish change, whatever, toes, feel for the hands. So I really don't remember, like y'all, I genuinely don't remember going in there and asking for my services. The only reason I know I was getting my nails done is because of what I'm about to tell y'all next. So I sit in the chair and there's a man doing my nails and we just chopping up. He's like, you got a boyfriend? I'm like, no, I got no boyfriend. He like, oh, you got this, you got that. I'm like, nah, high school going. I'm like, it's going good. We're having a nice little conversation. When I walked in, there was a couple people in there. Not too packed, but not too empty. A nice little average feeling for a nail salon. So there's one worker walking behind like the nail techs. So I'm sitting like, the way I'm facing you is like how I was sitting facing him. A little visual. So behind you would have been the co-worker, right? You following? Yeah, like where all the nail polishes be at on the wall. So I'm like, okay, because most of the other workers are either sitting in chairs, doing hands and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, just observing my surroundings. I'm already, and back, let me give y'all a little background on Snow Nails. There's always something going on at Snow Nails. At least around that time there was. Like, it was a lot of fighting going on around there. Or like a lot of this, a lot of that. Like, just in the area. I'm not even going to blame it on Snow itself. But I'm just saying, like, associated in that area is just a lot of violence. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, So I'm like, okay, I'm just getting my nails done. I'm gonna be out of here quick, fast, in a hurry. I'm just getting a feel. I'm not getting, a whole fresh set. So we're talking, having a conversation. There's a black lady in the aisle. She's like moving back and forth or whatever. I'm thinking she just like, a regular customer. Her and the co-worker that was over there by the nail polishes started arguing, right? So the co-worker that's there, it's a short little Asian lady. The co-worker that's there, she's just like, she's not saying too much. She's just like responding every now and again, little stuff. The black lady is going ham. Like, she's not leaving anything unsaid. What's that saying? Spare no offense. Nah, that ain't it. I don't know. But she not sparing nothing, right? She just going off, going all the way off. So I'm just like, ooh, this will die down quick. Like, not expecting it to escalate at all. I still get my nails done. We still talking. Me and the man just like, he like, and I'm like, and we just like, ooh. But I'm just like, I'm thinking it's comedic at this point. Like, a little hee hee ha ha. I'm just like, oh, it's gonna die down. She's just mad about whatever she's mad about, and then whatnot. So in the midst of them arguing, when they first started arguing, I was still having a conversation with the man, so I wasn't really paying attention. Our conversation dies down when they get like the lady's getting louder that's behind me, or like walking up and down the aisle. Behind me is getting louder, so I'm like, let me tune in. So I'm like listening. I hear us yelling about rent.
Rent this, rent that. It was this much for rent. It was that much for rent.
At the time, I'm like, rent? What, that lady owe an apartment complex or something? Like, something dumb, because I didn't realize, like, if you work at a nail salon, technically you have to pay rent. If you work at a salon, you have to pay rent for your booth. I didn't know that at the time. I was just like, rent? Oh, Snow own apartment complexes? Like, I didn't know that. Oh, she got money. But, like, I'm just like, rent, do what? So I'm just like, okay. Interesting, very interesting. Why are we talking about this in the nail salon? Go to the apartment complex, talk about that. Dumb, I know. But yeah, that's just what it was. So she's just talking about rent. She was like,
cause rent is this much, and this is this much, and da 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 da, and woo.
And the lady behind, who turns out to be Snow, the owner, which I had never seen or never met her before. I've been in the Snow before, which is, how I know not to go back. But I had never like met her before. Then nobody had ever pointed her out as this is the owner, this is Snow, this is the person who the shop is named after. So the lady's going back, she's like,
no, Snow, cause you know me, Snow. Da, 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 da.
So as she's going back and forth, Snow's just like, nah, I don't care, or woo woo woo, blah 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 blah. I can't really hear what she's saying exactly over the lady that's, cause she's overpowering her voice. So I just know she's saying some stuff here and they're just like slick, or like, you know, not really feeding into all the BS, and she's just, you know, walking behind the counter stuff like, girl, like that's the vibe she was giving, like, you doing too much. And I was like, very much so, because she's doing too much. So she's like,
don't get play with me, Snow. Da da da, rate this. Da da da, rate that.
Mind you, whole time hands like this, get my nails done, right? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And you know, I'm at the salon now, so I'm just getting the feel, but I'm just getting like, you know, a nice little polish, gel polish on my nails, nothing crazy, just like one little color, be done with it. So as they're arguing, the lady's getting more heated, Snow's still being nonchalant, and I'm just like, I think this would have died down by now. It's been like 5 minutes at this point, right? 5 minutes don't sound like nothing, but like you scream and holler for 5 minutes straight, it's going to sound like forever. So it ain't been that long. Like I got in here, got my toes done, was getting my nails done for about 10-15 minutes, and then, like, you know, she's been going on a rant ever since. So I'm just like, oh my god, like she really upset. Like, baby, just I don't know, Snow, please fix it, Jesus. So I'm like, okay, this why I don't come here. This why I don't come here. I'm not coming over here no more. So the lady's getting riled up. I don't know what Snow's saying that's pissing her off, grinding her gears, but baby, she's not fucking with it. She's not messing with it at all. The lady comes up. I'm sitting in the chair just like this one. You know, sitting in the chair. She comes up, right shoulder, right? So act like y'all me, right? This lady. You seen that? Let me give you a better example. I'm sitting in this chair. She like not slinging, not hitting, just pointing mad aggressively. She's right. Don't talk about my clothes. It's not clothes, relax. But she's going off. So I'm like this. The man's just like, ooh, still doing my nails. He like, and I'm just like, oh my god. So like, cause as she's like pointing like this, she's not like on my whole back. So I'm like trying to lean over, but like my chair still, you know, hitting one of these right here. So I'm just like, oh hell no. I can't make this up. So I'm like, okay. So she's like,
no, don't worry about it. I got some for that.
She storms out. You know, ding, you hear the doorbells, you know, ringing once you open the door, close it. She goes out. So I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, please. Like, Jesus, please. Like, let me just make it out of here. We'll make one rant, please. So I'm just like, okay. He about done with my nails, you know, moving fast. They've been arguing for a little minute, so I'm not really giving y'all timestamps and stuff like that. Just know, like, everything happened fast, but slow. Like, it was like the whole argument from when they first started to like when she stormed out, that was probably a good 15 minutes. The whole little chair thing, she was over here over my shoulder for a good 5 minutes, just like fussing and cussing, because like she's angry about rent and the booth and this and that. I don't know if Snow tricked her, made her think the rent price was one thing, or maybe the lady didn't pay her rent and she was mad about it. I don't know, but I know about that rent. So I'm just like, okay, so she storms out and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm almost done. He been doing my nails for like 30 minutes. It's about time to go. All right, y'all, about time to go, y'all. Like, let's back it up. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait till my mom about this. That's my girl. So I'm just like, oh boy. See, this why I won't come to Snow. This why I won't come to Snow right here. My mom already know like ghetto stuff be happening up at Snow. So that's why we both was going to clean. I'm just like, oh Lord Jesus, please. So she storms out, like I said. Get my nails done. He about done, start putting the polish on, hit it under the UV. Put polish on, hit it on the UV. We only have so many steps left before I could leave. As I'm looking outside, because, nosy me, like, where did the lady go? She said she got something for that. I would like to see it.
I would like to see it.
Actually, I wouldn't like to see it in person. If y'all are going to have anything pop off, let me see it via social media. I don't want to be here when it happens. I don't want to be a witness to any of this. I already got a crook in my damn neck from here, hitting this right here for 5 minutes straight. Like, it was never giving that. So I'm just like, okay, he by done. Like, I don't see this lady. It's been like 2 minutes. We're good. Like, we're Gucci. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, he about to be done. I'm about to be up out of here before she can even show her what's up. I'm looking out the window, right? Like, I'm like looking out the window for like a couple minutes. All right. Talking to the man. Yeah, that was crazy. XYZ. Looking out the window. That's so crazy. XYZ. So we're talking about it. I think the man told me like that's about the rent being like for the nail booth and stuff like that. He was explaining what was going on to me. I just don't remember in full detail, so I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But so I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. She was so mad. He's like, yeah, she was so mad. We just got some. So he was the same man who did my toes, by the way. So he like did my toes and we walked over there. That's not important, but yeah. So I'm looking out the window, period of time, look back, talk, look over, talk. On my peripheral, I see a car pull up. So I instantly turn my head because I'm like, oh, she said she got something for that. Let me see. The car pulls up on like the sidewalk. So like, you ever been to like a plaza? And you know how they got them dividers, like, the little, what the damn thing's called? That's holding a goddamn roof up, It be like that little space. Like, if it's raining and you walk up under there, you're not getting wet. Whatever that's called, you know what I mean? And then the stores be like a little bit further back. That's the best I could describe it. I'll put a picture in here. Like that. They pull up on the curb, on the sidewalk. Car too fast, give up about pedestrians. Like, they don't care who was on the sidewalk. And they pulled up fast, like a bat out of hell. Like, it was like 1 minute it was nothing, like hi hell. Then it was like they were right there. It was so fast. It was a truck too. It was like maybe like a 10 Expedition. It wasn't like no fancy truck or nothing like that, but I just do know it was a truck. It wasn't no car. It wasn't no little vehicle that you're supposed to be just whipping around like that. So I'm like, oh my gosh. My immediate thought is they're about to start shooting. That's it. Like, that's it. It was nothing else. I could think of that moment. I was just like, oh yep. Yep, I knew I should just went home. I'm trying to get my nails. I'm trying to get these toes done, baby. It ain't worth it. So they pull up fast. A man gets out of the driver's side. A man jumps out of the driver's side and walks around in front of the car, right? So like the way they pulled up, like let's say this is them pulling up. Skirt. The man on the driver's side over here. The passenger side over here. The man hops out, walks around. The lady who was talking hops out the passenger side, stamps the door. You can see her something. She's like, boom. And mind you, can only see about this much of the car, like literally like the front 2 seats. She hops in the car, boom. She was like, nah. Hype. You could hear her through the glass doors being closed and the windows. Everybody's just looking like, you dead ass? So the man like he walked around hype at first, but I guess when he seen how hype she was and he knew he wasn't with her hype, he tried to calm her down. So he's like, man, chill. XYZ. So the lady tries to come back in. She's like,
Nah, cause da. Woody.
and I'm sitting here like this.
Oh my God. Please, I just got one more trip under the UV lamp. Please.
But I'm like, I'm not about to walk out there anyway. Like, she's at the door hooping and hollering. Who might be like,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I wouldn't be that one. I'm refused. So the man trying to calm her down. She's still trying to come in, still fussing and cussing. She comes in one last time. He just like,
Woody.
walks out, swings the door open, and scene. They sped off as fast as they pulled up. So it was like a, like, like real fast. And I was just like, won't he do it? Cause boy, I wouldn't know what to do if they would have started shooting. Well, obviously I know like to hit the dirt, but it's like this crazy. Like I just want to get my little nails done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my literal last time going to snow. I have not been back since. I refuse to go back. I'll just tough it out or polish my own toes or something if it ever gets to that point. So, if you from and you go to the snow nails and you ever had a crazy experience up there, I would love to hear about it. I would love to. That was one of your aunties and them that did all that hooting and hollering. I would love to hear why. Like, I really want to know the full story because I was just like so astonished, and she was so mad. Like, she was pissed. I wish I could remember like the whole story for y'all. I really do. All I know is that I was there. And I left like this. All right, y'all, bye, y'all. Like, just like that. And I still tipped the man because he was a dog. He did my toes not up to my standards, but I mean, he was a good conversationalist while all the ruckus was going on. But that's my story. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you in case nobody else told you that today. Yeah, I do. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And tell me what y'all want to see more. Like, please, most importantly, comment something, very much something. I need to know. But that's all I got for y'all today. Just a nice little cute little story time. Nothing too crazy, nothing too long. But yeah, I dug it up out of my memory bank from way back when. It's like back here somewhere, all fuzzy. But yeah, that's it. Oh, excuse me, where are my manners? If you have been a victim of Snow Nails antics, reputation, or ever left with a crook in your neck, you will not be compensated. That's it. That's all. Build a bridge. Get over it. That's really all I got to say about that one. Lesson learned. Definitely. That's what we do over here. We live and we learn. Moral of the story, don't go to snow. Simple as that. If you know that I got a bad reputation, don't go find out. Period. B. Fletcher. Whew. I gotta sneeze. It's not.